I'm Marie Davidson. This is Fact TV at South by Southwest.
Nous roulons sur une route de l'Indiana.
I'm really excited about that album. Production-wise, it's like a little step higher, which really excites me. I really like the sound of the whole album. It like has the soundscape and the vibe of the whole album. I find it's very cinematographic. It's a trip. It's called Un autre voyage. It means either another journey or another trip. Because voyage has a multi-signification in French, and that's kind of why I called it that way. It's a trip and it's a journey. And the album is really diverse. There's like upbeat, like more dance floor oriented tracks, but there is definitely some weird soundscape, but almost soundtrack pieces on it. It's really something that is meant to be listened from the first song to the last. Caspar 89, who is also a musician from Montreal, who does this project called Johnny Couteau. We did a show for a festival in Montreal called Phenomena, which I was asked to do my music, but add something like performative or like visuals on it. So I thought of working with him. We have never worked together, and it was like magic. He lives in a studio, like he lives in one room in a basement, and he's really dedicated to his art, and he just basically painted almost a third of his house in black so we could shoot, and like the footage of Balados USA comes from that project. And then we also did new shots, and there's also a few shots that comes from my first US tour, which was like really low-key. A part of the video is shots from that tour that my friend that Caspar 89 just reworked, and he works a lot with VHS and softwares, and yeah, that's why this video looks so sci-fi. I'm very like concerned about computers and the internet and stuff like that, phones. Like I don't own a computer. I work with a multi-tracker, which I bring on tour and which I use in the studio to record. Then when I mix with Pierre, he works with Pro Tools and like softwares, but I don't own a computer, but I'm also really attracted by like internet and like media and devices. This is something that comes a lot in my work and in my lyrics. It's like a duality in my work, like the technical and the machines, and almost like erasing yourself. When I play, I'm really just like try to connect with the soul of the machines. But at the same time, I'm a writer. I write lyrics. I like to write poetry. So this is more like the woman, human soul aspect of my work. But there's really like the two sides. A lot of like the vibe of the record, the LP coming out, it's almost like drugs. It's hard to like figure out where and when it's happening, and maybe that's something that is often coming back in my work. What I want is the people listening to it to make their own mind about it and decide. It's the same thing as genders or styles. I don't belong to any scenes. It's just I love music, I love films, I love traveling, and I get inspired by stuff. And somebody could like totally pick up like, oh, she probably is really into John Carpenter's soundtrack or film, or somebody could like totally trip on like something else. And yeah, that's how I work.